Leos, welcome to You versus Them Tarot. This is in the format of person A, person B. Figure out where you are in the storyline. Person A. Oh, wow. Face your adversities coming out. And what's going on with person B? That thing just fell all off the table. Make necessary sacrifices. Let's pull one more for person A. All right. Raise your vibration. Accept disappointments gracefully. All right. So yeah, person A, I feel like you might be flying off the handle a little bit. All right. Something is sending you into a lower vibration. It might be making you spiral a little bit. Person B, you have make necessary sacrifices, do all things in moderation, refine your attention. I think person B, they need to make this sacrifice, and it might be sacrificing attention on person A so that person B can grow. Okay. They're doing this for their own. It's like for the greater good type of energy, okay? It is for their better good. They're thinking, person B is thinking more long-term. They might be, I think they have to learn how to set boundaries, but in setting boundaries, they might be kind of overdoing it, is what I'm feeling. But it's just something that they feel they need to do. I feel like person B, you are going to be able to reel it in and find that middle ground that makes you feel the most comfortable when it comes to your relationships, or if it's just this one relationship. For example, instead of cutting someone off completely, you'll learn how to actually just set the boundaries in the relationship so that it's more comfortable for you. But in the meantime, person A isn't handling it too well, while person B is in this time. All right. And they're going to have to just recognize how they're being triggered by person B's response, or how they're being triggered by person B's behavior right now. But person B ultimately is not trying to hurt anyone. I feel like they're just setting boundaries for their own emotional health, mental health, whatever the case is. How does person A feel about person B? We do have the Page of Pentacles, the 10, whoa. Why did I want to say the 10 of Swords? There's nothing here that says 10 anything. Okay. So person A is feeling a lot of pain about this. But they're trying to have a brave face with the Strength card. They have a Sun card in reverse. They're not feeling happy about this. They're like, you are really blocking me out. You're icing me out. And I do not. They're really hurt. They're really hurt. Okay. I just feel like they're not expressing it. They're holding it in. I feel like it probably came out of nowhere for them. All right. Disbelief is what I'm getting. Like, really? You're really about to do this to me? That's what I'm getting with that Tower card. All right. How does person B feel about person A? Here we go. There's the 10. All right. We have the 10 of Wands coming out. The Queen of Cups. You see, person A was looking at this situation when person B, was looking at the situation with person A, like, this is just causing like an emotional uproar in my life. Like, it's emotionally turbulent for me, and I just want to cut it out altogether. I do feel like eventually person B will probably not be so strict about the boundaries that they set, but right now they have to, just so that they can reset, recalibrate is what I'm getting here. All right. It seems like something in this dynamic might have went too far, where it left person B feeling emotionally drained or emotionally unhappy. So because of that, they had to like go cold turkey just so they can moderate the situation again. All right. But I feel like right now person B is just looking at this connection as a burden, and they're not looking to reconcile right now. But I do feel like later on they would, to be honest. It just won't be the same when they do come back around. They have the Knight of Swords coming through. Right now, they just have their guards up. They're like, I don't know how to handle this at all without feeling emotionally drained, so I'm not going to handle this. I'm just going to put an end to this altogether until I learn how to set the proper boundaries so it doesn't get this far ever again. What's the blockage for person A? Six of Cups. Knight of Pentacles, and the Two of Pentacles. I feel like person A, they have this energy of like having a hard time letting go of the past or the nostalgia of the things, instead of like understanding that things change, things grow. Even if you guys come back together, however this is, if this is just romantic, whatever, however it happens, is not going to be the same as before, okay? Person A wants to keep things the same. That's what I'm getting here. And it's like person B is trying to grow and do more, and person A is not allowing for that. And that's what caused the strain here. It's like somebody who wants to stay on the same block, on the same corner for the rest of their life, you know? It's like, and then they have a friend who's like, well, I want to see the world. Now that's leading to two different paths, right? So something like that's happening. And person A is kind of taking it personally, like, oh, you want to see the world? You want to leave our town? You want to leave our neighborhood? How dare you? And it's like, don't be upset for them wanting to do more, because you don't, right? Person A has this level of comfort zone, like, I just want to have the same friends, the same situation, and just leave it there, you know? Person B, we have the 5 of Pentacles coming out, the 4 of Wands, and another 10 of Cups, all right. Person B is like, okay, I know that I want to move on to specific things. I want to see the world, or I don't know if it's see the world. I'm just using that as an example. But they have a clearer idea of what they actually want. And it wasn't what this was. So now that they have a clearer idea of what will give them emotional fulfillment, now they're ready to go for it. It does seem like it's coming with this energy of loss with this 5 of Pentacles, because they do have to sacrifice certain things. For example, this person leaving their neighborhood and going across the country for in pursuit of their emotional fulfillment. This person, that the loss would be the hometown. The loss will be all the friends. The loss will be having that accessibility to people, to their comfort zone, right? To their roots. So this person is going to have to face that, like, yeah, all right, I do have to make the necessary sacrifices now that I know exactly what I want. Now that I refine my intention, I know exactly what I want. It doesn't mean that I have to cut them off altogether. It doesn't mean that these people, I'll never go back to my hometown ever again. It doesn't mean that I forget everybody in my hometown. And moderate, when they get to this moderate state, they'll learn how to balance the two worlds out, okay, in a way that's comfortable for them. But right now, it's just looking like my hometown is holding me back. My hometown is a burden, okay? That's what I'm getting here. Now, obviously, this doesn't have to just pertain to a hometown. I'm just using that as an example. But it does seem like this person has that feel, okay? It just has this childhood nostalgic feel to it, okay? So that's why I'm bringing that type of example up. What's the advice? Queen of Wands in reverse. Yeah, you got to check that. Person A is getting bitter. They're taking it personally, okay? We have that Queen of Wands. It's like, just face the fact that you're going to miss this person. All right? You're going to miss this person. And that's it. But don't try to villainize this person for moving on, for them having their own desires outside of you, right? But because that's how it's coming through. For some reason, person A is just taking it personally. Like, oh, so you don't need me anymore? Oh, this town isn't good enough for you anymore? You know, it's stuff like that. This is a very clear mentality, you know, that exists in the world, okay? Is that type of character is what I'm getting. Person A, you don't have to be that person. Who do you think you are? Oh, you can't just stay in a town like the rest of us? Don't be that guy. All right, person A, raise your vibration. But person B, that's why person B is like, I can't deal with that. Like, it'll be one thing if I could move on and you support me, but if you sitting here carrying all this energy, this hateration energy here with the Queen of Wands and the 3 of Swords, and you can't be happy for me, then now this connection is becoming a burden to my growth. It's not supportive to my growth now. All right, person A, don't be that guy. What's the advice for person B? We have the 4 of Pentacles coming out and the Page of Wands. You did, with the 7 of Swords coming out at the bottom of the deck, yeah, this person they started to turn into something else when person B decided that they want to move on. They became this bitter something. They became this hater type of energy once person B started to stand on their own. Person B, you were accurate in your assessment in that situation with the Seven of Swords coming out. You did drop the hater, the hater energy there, okay? And it doesn't mean that this person was always a hater, but it's like once it became a clear moment that you guys were to be going in two different paths, then this person turned into this hater character. Anyway, so you hold your ground, person B. With the Four of Pentacles and the Page of Wands, you hold your ground. You keep doing what you got to do. It is a sacrifice that you got to make there, and that's it. But that's not your problem. If they want to be bitter, they want to be a hater, that's not your problem. You stick to what you're focusing your attention on. You keep your eyes on the prize here, all right? What do the romance angels have to say? We have worth waiting for coming through, divine timing. We have true love. Reconciliation. See, that's the thing here. I feel like it causes a little bit of an energetic scuffle, but I do feel like things will come back around right now because person A is just they're being weird and they're not handling it well. It did force person B's hand where it's like, okay, I'm gonna have to let this go. But I think eventually, once person A, they're going to check themselves. And I do feel like there'll be a reconciliation here. All right? I do feel like there's a lot of love in this situation. And because of that love, that's why it hurts person A so much that person B is walking away. Okay. So yeah, we have chemistry, we have religious factors. And with this religious factors card, I'm just getting a difference in paths. Okay, it can be a spiritual path. It can be a difference in two spiritual belief systems. Like you guys were both grew up in a church, Christian church, and now one decided I'm going to leave the church. You know, something like that. But this is just giving me two different ways of looking at the world. And as you guys are getting older or whatever the case is, as you guys are progressing in your relationship, it's becoming clearer that you guys see the world in two different ways. All right. And that is painful. That's painful for both parties, but really painful for person A because it does feel like they're being left behind and it feels like person B is evolving out of whatever it is that they had the same belief system. And now person B is like, I no longer have that belief system, or I no longer look at the world in the same way as you do. And now person A is like, well, why not? What's wrong with my belief system, you know, or whatever. I don't know why I'm getting Libra energy here. All right, so you came closer than anyone. Yeah, I hide behind material things. It's making person A feel very insecure. Like, what's wrong with me? Why you have to walk away from me? When it has nothing to do with that. Person A, it has nothing to do with that. If anything, you're pushing them away by being bitter and not being supportive of their growth. But their growth has nothing to do with you being not enough. See, look at that. Person B is like, I was in love with you. Person B is like, hey, it sucks that I have to sacrifice this connection because you're being weird and you don't want to see me grow, right? Person B, they were in love. And it seems like person A was as well. I am not available. Yeah, now person B is like, I was in love with you, but I have to shut this all the way down now. I have to shut it down. I have to make the sacrifice for my own emotional, I'm hearing emotional safety. All right, I'm hearing emotional safety. So I don't know what this was here, but someone did it. Person B set the boundaries to protect their heart. That's what I'm getting. That's why they did it. But person A is not seeing that like, oh, you did it to protect yourself. They're seeing it like, oh, you just want to get away from me. So I don't know. Person B, you keep doing what you got to do. Person A, you're going to have to, just understand that people grow apart and it's okay. All right? It's not something for you to take personally. All right. Well, thank you so much. Let me know what you think. Feel free to like, subscribe, share, comment until we meet again next week. Peace.